eggs, deviled eggs. What's up with that name?
That's a good question.
Like why? What does an egg white with what is it you call it? Mixed up egg yolk and mayonnaise have to do with the devil?
I don't know, but have you seen that pan dulce? It's kind of it's a round one, and it's got a light colored crust, and then it has a big yellow center also.
Oh yeah.
It's called a chamuco.
Yeah, chamucos. Yeah.
Chamuco. Do you know what chamuco is? Chamuco means devil or demon. So is there a relationship between the chamuco, the pan
Is
dulce,
yellow?
and the deviled egg?
Deviled egg is yellow.
Illuminati.
Illuminati. There we go.
All right, and we are officially live. Welcome everybody. This is our first podcast.
Yeah, we're all excited.
Yeah.
I think our goal of this is to provide real estate education where we can for buyers, sellers, investors, you name it. But I think by now a lot of people know how much we like tequila. So we wanted to incorporate some of that.
And we're starting off with an excellent brand, so it's a good way to kick it off.
Which one is it?
Tapatio. Carlos Camarin,
Nice.
a very good brand. Same master distiller that produces Don Felipe, El Tesoro de Don Felipe,
That's a good one too.
out of Alteña.
Yeah.
So we're cracking this open now, or are we going to talk some real estate first?
Well, we must crack it open and talk some real estate while we're taking some sips.
All right, there you go.
Let's do it.
It's a brand new bottle.
Can I listen?
You're gonna
Listen to that.
Oh yeah,
Don't
this is
think it's-
embarrassing. This is the first one. Give us a break. I'll let the broker of the brokerage open that bottle. There you go.
I'm gonna talk to Carlos about that one.
This one actually you can find at Total Wine, Bevmo. I don't know if they sell it anywhere else, but you can find it at a lot of stores, and it was like $35.
Yeah, the price is reasonable.
Top it off for you.
It's an excellent Blanco for the price point. Absolutely.
Cool. Well, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
What's the question of the day?
I think we were going to talk a little bit about first-time homebuyers.
Yeah.
And maybe some pointers, or what should first-time homebuyers be doing prior to getting into the market?
So what would you say to a home buyer who really wants this big house, right? And when you look at the numbers, you realize that they can't afford it. Like, how would you approach that as their realtor?
We would just look at the actual numbers, right? What they can afford. That way they see it on paper, right? They see what they, and give them options. You know, they're gonna have a checklist of things they want in their house. And part of our job is to help them find that, right? Within their price range. So I think the best thing is visual. A lot of people are visual, right? Show them the numbers, show them what's available besides, this mansion. And
So in order to get there, though, buyers need to make sure that they're ready financially, obviously, right? So there's things that are critical for qualifying for your first home, right? Number one being should have excellent credit. The higher your credit score, the lower interest rate the buyer's going to get, and that allow him to afford more house if he has a lower interest rate. So number one is having a good credit score. With that is, of course, credit history. All lenders want to see several years of credit history. So that, along with also being employed for 2 years, lenders want to see that you've been employed for 2 years. Cash for down payment and closing costs. Down payment can be as low as 3.5% with the FHA loan. Okay, and by the way, that's just not for first-time home buyers. Repeat buyers can also use FHA at 3.5%. Most people don't know that, but it's marketed more as something for first-time home buyers. And closing costs of about maybe 2% of the purchase price of the home. So those things need to be established, right? Once they have that, then they can talk to a lender and find out what they would actually qualify for in order to get that house that they want.
Quick tequila break. All right, with this Tapatio here, it's really good. But what do you guys taste? What are the flavors?
Oh, definitely forward agave.
What does that mean?
It's just the natural essence of the agave itself that is just part of the entire process. There's a natural. I don't want to say sweet, but there is some very minor sweetness from the agave that's pretty forward that comes out on this. And a lot of pepper too. which I enjoy in my blancos.
More just agave for me. Pepper, I'm not really get the pepper, but it's good.
I taste agave, pepper, and butter.
Interesting butter.
It's
Yeah.
buttery.
Looks a little
Like stick
citrusy.
of butter.
A little
So it's
citrusy
made
to me.
up.
Stick of butter.
I made it up. I just like butter.
It's those wine
Oh, that's very-
connoisseurs.
No, it has a
It's
very
for
nice
sure.
feel. It's very, very nice feel and good finish. Excellent finish. This
You
one is
you actually like spit out your wine when you go wine tasting?
No,
No,
I
right?
drink it.
Who
It's
does
a
that?
waste.
Do you? You got really quiet.
spit out your wine.
You go
Yeah.
wine tasting, you get a little
Yeah, like
bucket,
little things.
little spittoon.
Yeah.
Why would I spit? I want to drink it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But how do you get homeowners excited? I mean, if I have a home, I own a home I bought back when it was 3% interest rate, and now you go out there and it's 6-7%. Homes are 1.5 million for 1,000 square foot home. I mean, how do you get those homeowners excited and interested? I know you're trying to look,
Mhm.
you're in the market, so. I mean, what kind of things stand out for you? What's helped you kind of like push forward? Like, okay, well, I'm a little more confident in this market to start looking.
Yeah, I think it comes down to what excites me is having a plan. Like my goal to purchase a home by X date and then working backwards from that date. And it's not just putting a date on the calendar and saying, I'm going to buy a house then. It's, of course, saving the money. It's talking to lenders, right? Understanding what options are available on the loan side of the house. I'm looking at homes that are within my price range because I don't want to go too big. And it should be a celebration when you buy a home. It shouldn't be a financial burden at the end of the day.
Right. We want to make sure that our clients are comfortable with the payments. So you're talking about sometimes you need to go in small, start small. It's for some it's a long-term investment. Houses have always been probably one of the better investments out there. It's probably gotten more returns on equity on your home than you do sometimes in the stock market. So for a lot of people, it's an investment long term. And people say, well, yeah, how much more can home prices go up? They're already, like you say, at 1.2 million, for a small house in the neighborhood. Well, we were saying that 30 years ago. 30 years ago, it's all relative. 30 years ago, home prices were high for a lot of individuals, but they bought them. And what happened? They, in some cases, quadrupled in price, in equity, and value. We never thought that home prices would get to the point that they are now, even back then. And people are saying the same thing today. But real estate has always been a good investment.
Do you help someone buy a house, right? They get approved, get the keys. What bottle of tequila do you buy them?
Nice.
Well, my choice is El Pilar Extra Añejo. It's a tasty age. No, unfortunately, I have no more. But it's a good gift as a homecoming gift for
Nice.
home buyers.
Nice. By the way, our recording studio is the Tequila Cave, I think is what we're going to call it. It's my dad, our broker's collection here of his findings throughout the years.
Yeah, these are just the ones that I have out on display.
For myself, it echoes a lot of what you both are saying, like be financially ready, ensure you have good credit score, history of income, all that great stuff. And on top of that, I think it's just like follow your own financial path towards buying a home. I think there's a lot of buzz in the media of you need to buy a home now. And yes, as my dad was saying, it's obviously a good investment long term. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And when it comes to you buying your own home, it should be a celebration. It shouldn't be
Absolutely.
a financial burden month to month. So my advice for first-time home buyers is have a strategic plan. In other words, work with a realtor who can help you with that plan and ensure that when you do purchase your home, again, it's a celebration. Don't be house broke, right? As we often hear, don't get a home because everyone else is telling you to get a home.
Yeah.
Get a home because
Save.
you want it and because you can afford it.
We want to thank everyone for joining us today. Small discussion on real estate. I'm glad you came by and wish we could have offered you some tequila, but maybe we have an empty chair. Maybe one day we can have someone come down and visit with us and we can have a discussion on other matters, real estate related, of course, with a little bit of of tequila entered into that situation as well. Anyways, thank you, and until the next one.
Salud.
Salud.